Hi guys, Lynn here, and I'm going to talk to you about my origin story. Okay. I always get the question of how I got into comics, and it's not really breaking into the comic book world, it was more of a meander. So let's start from the beginning. I grew up on cartoons. I watched shows like Gargoyles, Rescue Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I watched on loop Disney movies over and over again while I was surrounded by a pile of markers and paper. My absolute dream was to animate for Disney. So I went to school for animation. I worked really hard on my composition, my squash and stretch, my lip sync, and I even won a national award for my storyboarding. And during that time, I worked as a barista to make the dough, and I saw an ad on a bulletin board that was among all the lost cats that said artists needed. And so I applied, and I got a job at the university newspaper as a weekly comic strip artist. Thus, the seed of comics was planted. During these college years, I also discovered webcomics, and I fell in love with that. I was completely fascinated by these people who were creating wonderful stories and beautiful art, and they weren't even being paid a lot for it, or even at all. It was just the fact that they were doing it just to do it, to get their story out, and they were passionate about it. And so began my journey to create my own webcomic. Cue the montage of failed attempts. Okay, so I wouldn't call them failures, but I definitely would call them not winners. So basically it was about a 3-year deal where I just started a story and then abandoned it, started it and then abandoned it. I started developing Plume's characters and stories in November of 2010. And then I posted my very first page of Plume on Smack Jeeves, a free webcomic site, March 22nd, 2011. I was pleasantly surprised by the reaction on Smack Jeeves, and once I had issue 1 and I was well into issue 2, someone told me about a website called Kickstarter, so I launched my first campaign to print issue 1. And that is how a lot of people found me. I actually had a potential publisher contact me, who then stole half my books and fell off the face of the earth. But then Devils Do found me, and so the rest is, as they say, history. So why am I telling you all this? Well, I'm hoping that my journey might help your journey into the comic book world. So basically my advice is this: write the story you want to write, draw the characters you want to draw, and your passion will show through, others will follow that passion. Keep at it. And also, keep in mind that sometimes luck comes into play. The right people just might stumble upon your page. And know that it's not an overnight thing. It is an uphill battle with no treads on your shoes, in the rain, and you'll want to give up, but don't. Woo, we got serious. And my advice too is to look into the free webcomic sites like Smack Jeeves, Webtoons, Tapastic, because the community is already there. People are on that site to read comics, and it could be your comic. Well, that's it. That's my story. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found something useful in there, as well as a good laugh of the old artwork. At some point, I think I might share that on my Patreon page. So if you're not a patron of my Patreon page, then there's a link below. And if you do have any questions, please leave in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer it. And until next time, keep it real. Did I just do finger guns?